see how this goes. Right here. Low bandwidth. There we go. It says low bandwidth, whatever. Fuck it, fellas. Let's see how this goes. It's gonna record it anyways. But just a little bit of a miscellaneous. Gonna do a Madden NFL 2004 draft. I'm really trying to see how the rosters are gonna work for importing the updated rosters after the draft. That dude's gonna make the base file for it, and then from there should make it a little bit easier this time around. For that, it is what it is. On trying to make the Madden NFL 22 one, we're going to try to make the 23 roster and put it on this game. So we'll just have to see. But there we go. Let's go ahead and take a gander at this one. This is all just going to be right on the draw. Nothing about it or anything like that. At this point, hold on, what's up, bud? I won't be too responsive on my phone, stuff like that. But let's go ahead and start this one. Madden NFL 2004, one user, fantasy draft. Right, count 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Had my eyes closed. Going with the Chicago Bears. I don't know, man. Actually, y'all decide. What team should we go with? Let's see. What team should we go with? Do we really want to fucking play as the Bears? I don't think we want to. We already watched enough of that. With the updated rosters on Madden NFL 08. Let's just see. Fellas, tell me what team we should be. The Bears? Oh, okay. I mean, hey, if we're gonna be the Bears, let's let you. Hey, at this point, honestly, Bears uniforms. Okay, we'll do one more random draw. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, I mean, hey, Broncos actually have some decent. Honestly, never mind. Bears uniforms. Alright, there we go. We're going to start the fantasy draft. We're going to end up with the team we end up with. Is what it is. Go with Matthew. Fellas, I already got the Broncos down, but what pick are we going to beat? Jesus Christ, late in this draft. Steve McNair, rest in peace to him. I'm pretty sure he was with his mistress while this game was coming out, so no wonder his stats were 93. Overall, at this point, Marshall Faulk still available, but let's be honest, 30-year-old running back. Man, we've already done LaDainian Tomlinson. And also, just all the wide receivers are pretty much available. T.O. right there. Steve's girlfriend, crazy. No doubt about that, man. She took him down as well, and that could have said a lot when it comes to the career of Vince Young. But kind of seems that no wide receivers being taken. We don't need to be jumping down that route. But also, too, I mean, we got a Julius Peppers and a Richard Seymour, fellas. Who should we go with? I know. But I do know for sure, though. I'm pretty sure Deuce is going to be available. What? Jesus, half. Deuce should be available next round, just because there's multiple positions going around. Who do you think I should go with? Because 23 years old, you got a cheaper Richard Seymour, but you do have a more expensive. Usually have bad defense. I know, man, but we can really improve the offense. But especially the way this game drafts and stuff like that, there's a lot of good young defensive ends. Marcellus Wiley, right there. Should we go with Julius Peppers for a legit pass rush? I mean, Abraham's there too. John Abraham, man, that's another solid one. Y'all want to go John Abraham on this one? Let's do it. Yeah, we're going John Abraham, baby. There you go. Guy best of both worlds. So part of me is taking a gander at this. So there we go. John Abraham drafted, baby. Nice pick, Matthew. Man, solid player all around. Coming off of 2 double-digit sack seasons in which he had a great career. with Atlanta, and of course right there we have the New York Jets. Don't have the youngest when it comes to these cornerbacks and whatnot. It's a solid crew, but Aaron Glenn, Gig'em, boom diggity, there we go, baby. John Abraham, dude, the guy's a beast. But I kind of want to go to cornerback, but at the same time, I mean, what kind of tackles do we have at our disposal? We do have, I mean, these are prime tackles right here. Because it's, to me at this point, easy to upgrade, but I feel like having decent D helps you. I mean, that's very true. That's kind of what I go for, dude, is just, to me, is kind of build a good defense. Because in this game, man, it's hard to play defense. It is hard to play defense. Speaking of, we have some pretty good young guys. I'm pretty sure Bell will be available next round. Junior Seau, another rest in peace to that man right there. Joey Porter. I don't know how this defense is going to set up. If we're going to run a 4-3, I think John Abraham runs better in a 4-3. We also have Willie Roaf there, but isn't Willie older? Willie Roaf, yeah, he's 33 though. 33 though. I mean, should we go? So we got Walter Jones. We got Mr. Thomas right here. Trey Thomas. Dude's an absolute mountain of a man at 6'7". He is 28. Who should we go for? I think I'm going to go with the tackle. Should we go with Chris Samuels? I think, did he go to Auburn? No, he went to Bama. That's right. I think Thomas is a good pick. I know. Because also, too, he would save us money. And he's got better awareness. Should we go? So, what was the retracted the message? So y'all think Thomas is a good pick? I mean, it's not a bad pick whatsoever. This guy's going to actually save us a decent amount of money compared to Chris Samuels. Definitely don't want to go with an older Roaf. I know he's a beast on some of those Kansas City teams back in the day, but to me it might be going a little bit younger and cheaper with Thomas compared to Walter Jones. I think both of these dudes are out of Alabama. No, Florida State. Jesus Christ, what the fuck do I know? This is Kennedy. Lincoln Kennedy. That's a ginormous man. I'm pretty sure he plays for Oakland on these teams. He's not that old. Yeah. I mean, if we want to play a couple seasons, though, I mean, we will be having to look for a new player. I mean, how about this? We're going to go with Thomas, but next round you get to pick who we're going to end up with at either cornerback or wide receiver. I'm trying to take a gander to see who we should. Because also, too, at the 22nd pick, we get a nice turnaround. You got Joe Horn. Torrey Holt is right there. You also have Plaxico. No, Plaxico's already been drafted, I'm pretty sure. But, dude, David Boston. Dude's good, but I never had one. Yeah, that's true. Old corners is absolute shit, though. Do not get David Boston in this game. He's trash. He's trash. He's got great stats that for some fucking reason doesn't work. There's Torrey Holt right there. That's who I'm eyeing right here as the wide receivers. Peerless Price is alright. But I think Torrey Holt, I mean, we go with Torrey Holt, right? Ahead of the wide receivers you're going to go. And, just not much to select right here when it comes to corners. I mean, it's a young group of corners, but it seems like the drop-off for corner is way bigger. And with McKenzie, look at that face, dude. I mean, I don't think many people are getting past that face. But we also have Roll as well. He had bad hands. What a scrub. Hey, you know what? That actually makes sense, though, because that man was dropping a lot of fucking passes. In this game, he was dropping a lot of passes. But, alright. Looks like the drop-off's bigger, so the opportunity cost is more when you have this big selection of wide receivers. Ooh, it's Coles right there. God, that looks enticing if he's still there and we lose a couple of these other guys. But we want to talk about people talk about Randy Moss and shit like that. Look at right here. Jerry Rice. He had 2,000-yard seasons as a 39 and a 40-year-old, man. That's the fucking GOAT. I don't care what you say about that shit. Who should I go with? We got some cool-ass names. McKenzie's the best dude overall. But we do have the coolest name right here in Samari Roll. The dude looks like he's 5'9", like a Cortland Finnegan Yeah, dude, Rice is goated as fuck. I mean, 40 years old and he had 1,200. Just get the fuck out of here. I know Randy Moss is Randy Moss and whatnot, but my God, man, just at 39 to 40 years old, getting that many yards, just have 2,000-yard seasons. Just not many dudes can say that in general. Not many dudes can say that when they're 21 to 25 years old. But take a gander. Good agility across the board. Should we go with the Samari? Springs is the fastest, and I think his acceleration isn't any slacking either on any of these dudes, because Samari might have a little bit better acceleration. His catching's better. They all have very good. Should we go with Sean Springs? He's 6 foot just like the rest of them. Yeah, hell yeah, dude, Jerry Rice. Even if they're getting their fucking shit pushed in. So what do y'all think? Springs or Roll? Or Antoine Winfield, just for shits and giggles. But I think just athleticism-wise, it seems like, looks like Springs is the guy, right? I don't see anybody down the list. I mean, we have a really young Nate Clements. But like, I mean, 23 years old. What do y'all think about reaching for a 23-year-old? Let's see. The awareness is just as good as anybody else's, and he's more athletic. Acceleration, his jumping is better than all of them. Yeah. Let's go with Sean Springs, and let's see who's available left for these wide receivers. Oh, baby, it's Torrey Holt, right? There's no question about it. There's no question about it. It's Torrey Holt, baby. We're going with Torrey Holt on that one. We'll see what we turn up here on the turn for the 22nd pick, since it is, you know, odd round this time around. What should we do for running backs? Should we get a running back right now, or should we see what happens in the flip? Because to me, I mean, what, you got Fred Taylor right there, who's an absolute beast in his own right. More of a rushing kind of guy. Adrian James, his injury isn't nearly as good as the others. I mean, he did have a torn ACL at this point. Got to bring the greatest show to Denver. I mean, agreed. I think what? Taylor, got Adrian James, Travis Henry right here. This is a character in his own right. Dude was a beast back in the day, man. Dude was an underrated running back in the day. But him, maybe a solid middle linebacker. Go with Samari Roll again. I mean, he's still there. Have 2 solid corners. I don't know. But we do have a couple. We got Al Wilson and also Jamie Trotter, another underrated middle linebacker back then. Dude was a beast. Yeah, Henry definitely fell under the radar, man. And just you also have Keith Bullock. Dude's a beast off the edge. Definitely one of the better linebackers in his day. At least more consistent and stuff like that. Him and Peterson were some of the best. I think London Fletcher with this one. London Fletcher. I mean, can't go wrong with London Fletcher. Yeah, of course, 94 tackle. This guy, let's look at this shit. He's got 100. Yeah. Man just came off of a 150 tackle season. Jesus Christ. You gotta do it. London Fletcher it is. And also, too, I know Al Wilson played for the Broncos, but London Fletcher might look decent in a Broncos outfit. Samari Roll is still there. But also, too, these halfbacks. We still have Travis Henry. Should we go with Travis Henry for the fuck of it? What's his injury look like? Yeah, this dude's tough as fuck. This guy's tough as fuck, and he's 24 years old. I mean, go with Travis Henry on this one. We're going to have ourselves a pretty solid, not looking at a quarterback just yet. There's a couple names down here that we can go to, but strong pass coverage. I mean, we could be looking at a strong pass coverage D, but also, too, I can make up for that, I think, with some of these dudes at this point, like in the draft and whatnot. Damn. What should I do? Already got London Fletcher. A couple of dudes right here that, I mean, you got pretty good defensive end, obviously. And Mr. Wright and John Abraham. Looking at a couple of guards, but there's a couple of dudes down here that we can deal with at some point. Baselli right here. Oh, dude, Zach Thomas is a hammer, man. That's one of the more underrated dudes, in my opinion. Just middle linebacker. Dude's a beast. And speaking of beasts, we're not going to go with 31-year-old running back. I don't know. To me, I just feel like he's more than twice, maybe almost 3 times as much. We're going to go with Travis Henry. See what happens on the flip. What happens in the 7th round. What may still be there. Maybe there's a linebacker we can go for in addition to all this. But there are some really good safeties at this point. Should we go for an Ed Reed? 24-year-old Ed Reed, pretty sick. That's Roy Williams right there, 23 years old, out of the University of Oklahoma. Dude's a beast. Dude's a beast. Go Young was running back, even back with these. Yeah, true. I mean, you can't go wrong. And also, too, like, I wish we'd gotten the likes of, like, a Deuce McAllister. Look at that. Adrian James, he's 25 years old. Mind you, he does cost more than the rest of them. So, and he's just an overall great running back. Definitely due to help out those Peyton Manning teams back then. Tell right here, maybe there's going to be a run at cornerback at some point. Maybe we jump on that. And even then, starting to see a little bit lacking right here. You want to see one of the weirdest looking dudes? There you go. That's a creepy ass looking motherfucker right there. But what looks enticing at this point? I don't know if because I know this man stays put for a while. Cornelius Griffin. Coleman was part of that McFarling crew. Do have a couple left ends, but even then we can try to boost whoever's not going to be. Do we take a right guard or like a Brian Waters at this point? I don't know. Don't need another wide receiver to me. We just don't need to do that quite yet. We have these safeties and stuff. I think do we just take one of these guards? Who should I take? Brian Waters and just have an absolute beast of a left side of the offensive line with him and Trey Thomas, or should I Flozell the Hotel? Or do I go with Thomas right here? We got both Thomases. No, he was in the Jets. I think it was Brown or something that was on the with the Philadelphia Eagles offensive lines that were pretty good. That even stayed good through Jason Peters and stuff. Maybe we just balance it out by having a really good guard right here in Thomas. I'm gonna go with that. See what we have remaining for us in the next round. Who may be there? Ed Reed is still there, but I mean, should we go with like Roy Williams or something like that? It's not a bad idea. An older tackle right there. 35 years old. Damn, dude, it's hard because like got a young wiener right here, a little wiener. 27 years old. You got Tommy Wade as well. It's not too much of a drop off. Maybe we can pick up one of those dudes next round. Because like, for me, it's like what? We already have our dude. That wide receiver right there. Obviously the right guard. Still have Brian Waters. Jesus, I mean, imagine that. Our left tackles are older back. So, unfortunately, I did get Thomas at right guard. We can wait on left guard. How about that? We can wait on left guard because we technically got the right guard already, and we got the left tackle. So it kind of balances things out, I imagine, right? Already got the right end. Do we pick up one of these good defensive tackles and have, you know, maybe go out for like an Ian Gold on the outside, kind of balance things out? Because cornerback isn't slacking much either. Also, too, should I go for one of these safeties? Let's check out quarterback. So we got Maddox and Fielder. We got a young Hasselbeck, Mark Bolger. Don't want to really draft Bolger considering we've done that before. We got Drew Brees is down here. Do we wait on him in a couple rounds? Or you got John Kitten as well. A young Byron Leftwich who's going to have a rocket of an arm, I believe. Yeah. Throwing power is just there. The awareness isn't, but yeah, you wait. Yeah. Good thinking. So what should we do at safety here? Should we go the likes of an Ed Reed at strong safety? Or should we go with like an even younger somehow Roy Williams, who's just a tackling machine as well. Safety? Do y'all think what? Roy Williams or Ed Reed? Because I know Mike Brown's right here. That guy's a beast, but to me, I'd rather go with. It's a tough one, man. Roy Williams or Ed Reed, because I think what? Ed Reed's obviously going to be better at catching the football, but it's not even significantly better. And his tackling's not nearly as good. The awareness is better for Reed than Roy. Alright. Damn. Because, that'd be cool though if we get Brian Dobbins. That'd be pretty sick. Pretty sick. Do y'all think we should technically go with Roy because these strong safeties on the right kind of seem rated better? Like it seems more deep than it does on this side, you know? Tackle. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We've had Ed Reed in the past. Let's go with tackling. He's 82 overall. Bam. So there we go. Went with Roy Williams just to switch it up. Oh my god. Did we really see that? Alright, all that debating for nothing. Yeah, breaking two. Yeah, Roy Williams was a bad man. I drafted him once. I think it was like Madden 06. And he had a career-ending injury in that. So go fucking figure. Dude was like 99 overall, well on his way to be 99 overall. But should we get a young corner like a Dre Bly right here or a Dyson? Both very athletic. Seems like Bly's better overall. I mean, he technically is by 1 point, but I don't know. Him, we already got our middle linebacker. Do we go for one of the younger right outside linebacker or outside linebackers? Like I said, Cornelius is going to be there for a while. Guards. Yeah, look at, we made the right choice. We got the pickings right here. In that one. Young crappy corners always big. Yeah. Dyson. Avoid Dyson. Nice. Agreed. Agility is not nearly as good. He's just not nearly as athletic as Dre Bly, and Bly is better at catching the ball. What about tackling? It makes a difference. Oh, he's better at tackling. Well, it's 60, I guess, at that point. Doesn't really matter. Stamina's way better. Look at that, fellas. He's gonna be on the field for way more. I know Ed Reed is right there. But we could also get a young Archuleta next round, and this team is just boasting. Just like, holy shit. Alright, we're gonna go Dre Bly in this one. Let's go with Bly. I know it's not sexy compared to looking at the other guys, but what do we have available here? We do have a young Archuleta. We do have a young Williams right here. Williams. Honestly, to be honest, I'm not going to sit here and lie and try to act like I know everything about this game with these dudes. It's just, I don't really remember this dude at all. I do remember John Parrish. That dude, look at that jawline. You don't think that dude was cracking skulls? Dude was absolutely shitting on people. You want to know how he's a hard hitter? He's got 85 speed, and he's got a jawline like that. What's his tackle? Did I already miss his tackling? Yeah. 84 on his tackling. Archuleta. I mean, this is another bad game. What up, Floyd? Made way for. Yeah, he sure did. Terrell Revis, man. Imagine. Oh, just that was the great thing about Madden 08, man. There was some great rookies in that game as well. You can get a rookie Calvin Johnson. Mind you, you'd have to draft him a little bit up in that draft. Here we are, starting to run into these guards, left guards right here. We have a young Steve Hutchinson before he becomes, but also too, I mean, we have a really good secondary going on, if you ask me, and we already have the likes of, I mean, you have a great secondary, you have just an absolute field general and a middle linebacker in London Fletcher. No one on the outside yet. Need to get a D tackle soonish. I don't really care about the left end that we end up with. It'll just be some point to where we can try to boost him up in training camp a little bit. Because let's be honest, training camp in Madden 04 or 2004, kind of pain in the ass. But pain in the ass in a good way. You don't want to make your team just amazing right off the bat, right? You want to make it like an RPG. There we go. Right away. Here's homie. So we don't have left witch anymore. Bunch of old dudes besides these guys right here. Is it time to get a quarterback? Is it time to get a quarterback? Because at the same time, I kind of want these safeties, you know what I mean? But also, too, these dudes don't really drop off as much. Ooh, a young Adrian Wilson. Ooh. His catching is amazing. His tackling is pretty nice, though. What do y'all think? Got Adrian Wilson down here. Do we just go with the best quarterback in our opinion? Do we go with a Matt Hasselbeck? Or a Tim Couch? Dare I say, a Tim Couch? Revitalize the man's career, in which Cleveland just left him out to die? What do we do? What do we do, fellas? We got quarterback right there. Might as well just wait on one of these guards, because it's not going to drop off significantly, and we can get, you know, worst case scenario, a pillar down here who's younger and stuff, and not really care about a 30-year-old guard. So they did push him too hard too fast. That fucking franchise is just dog shit. And they're willing to go out for a dude that likes to just lay his dick out in front of masseuses and shit. Maybe he thought the language barrier between Asian and masseuse would somehow benefit him, but let's be honest, everybody has a memory regardless of what language you speak. So Deshaun was, well, pun intended, fucked from the get-go. Dude, Matt Hasselbeck, good awareness. I mean, does he seem like the type of dude we want to be throwing out there with this team? What do y'all think? Should we go with quarterback or just... I don't know. What do y'all think? Jake Plummer. They call him Jake the Snake. Fucking 67 speed. Dude's not moving that fast, okay? Yeah, it's definitely a couple of decent quarterbacks. Do we go with this penis-looking dude right here? No, he wasn't in penis mode just yet. Maybe when he threw that pick six. Maybe when he threw that pick six, he was in major dick mode. Threw that pick six after the coin toss against the Packers. Alright, what do y'all think? Should we go with the dick? Should we go with Johnny Sins right here? The one with the beautiful wife on The View. It was embarrassing. Should we draft him and make up for it? Damn. Or a Drew Brees, but I don't even know if Drew Brees will be available after these guys. You know what I mean? He's significantly younger. Doesn't have the baggage. We want to score. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it for the memes. Matt Hasselbeck's our quarterback. He is a decent pickup, and we went with it. We're here for the memes too, fellas. Alright, now let's see where... Hey, look at... Oh, I'll be damned. Do you think we can actually still wait until the next round? Because... for some reason I thought it was it's Ted Johnson. Completely different from Tank Johnson, who was pulling off some... Definitely pulling off some Henry Ruggs shit before Henry Ruggs made that shit popular. Should we go ahead and get a guard now? Go ahead and get a guard to solidify that offensive line, or a tackle, get a right tackle. Tommy Wade's kind of a piece of shit, but I mean, not as a human, we don't know that. Just decent. Should work. Damn. So what do y'all think? Go tackle, go with guard, or we go with like highest quality of these dudes right here? Because I mean, this is a bad group of men right here. Specifically, these three, actually four. Look at this man Darius right here. Look at that face. That dude is not putting up with shit. Dude is not putting up with shit. Part of those teams with Marcus Stroud and whatnot. And then you do have a young Adrian Wilson with this team. Some strong safety, or do we go with bolstering up the offensive line with right tackle and stuff? Lepsis right here. Sounds like a fucking disease you get from armadillos. Leprosy, I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Got the quarterback, we got the running back. I mean, I can't wait to utilize this dude. Can't wait. I mean, obviously, if we get a gold right here, if we get gold in mini camp, all 7 points are going to carrying, fellas. I don't know what else to tell you. All 7 points. I mean, he's got great stats besides that. 74 catching for a dude that's ridiculously strong compared to a bunch of these other dudes. So, got him. Hurst had a couple solid years for San Francisco. Did. Alright, so we got our quarterback. I say we get ourselves one of these two guards. Yeah, probably should take a guard. Should it be Steve Hutchinson? Look at that face right there. That man loves to eat honey buns and Twinkies, and it totally all goes to his wonderful physique at 313 pounds, 6'5". He can get away with it. Or we go with the Walmart version. Wally, we can go with Wally. Let's look at it. So, a little bit stronger than Steve. That guy is ridiculously strong. Jesus, 95. My God. But awareness a little bit better as well. Really, his pass blocking, it sounds like Wally's the dude to go with. I'm just going to go with Wally in this one. Seems like the dude to go with. And then we'll see what he's strong. I don't think any of these dudes are going to be available, right? I mean, Mentor is another beast. Look at that face, shit-eating grin. At least the shit-eating grin's on this dude instead of Darren Sharper. Because you know Darren Sharper was making that face when he was absolutely violating the absolute shit out of woman. That ultimate woman respecter. Some strong dudes down here. I think what? We can go with Cornelius. There's so many good safeties. I mean, at this point, we just wait on one of these dudes. I know it drops off significantly, but we do have like a Tank Williams. We have a Michael Lewis. And remember, for some reason I was thinking Sean Taylor. Rest in peace to that man. He was my favorite player to play with growing up. All these games. It doesn't matter how many times I drafted him. Never got tired of that dude. Never got tired of that dude. Always had to draft him, but there are a couple good young dudes right here. So I think at that point, we'll just go ahead, get our guy. Let's get Chester. I think somehow Cornelius is going to be not available, or is going to be available. Let's see the tackle. Tackling's pretty solid, I have to say. Taken too soon, man. It's a shame. Ray Williams loves it. Ted Williams. Is this the... Yeah, this is... No, it's Tony Williams. Tony Williams. Sounds like the Tony Robbins that can be trusted in the hood. Let's see right here. Oh, baby. Adrian Wilson still there, drafting him. But tight end still there. Still have right tackle and leprosy right here. Randall's available too, but offensive line looking nice. Still got Mr. Cornelius. Should we go with an outside linebacker at this point? Because we already have pretty damn good secondary. Should we go with an outside linebacker? Look at this fucking soul patch. I mean, it's a goatee, but I mean, the Mark McGuire cut. Of course, for some reason it makes sense that he's from Hawaii. You know what I mean? How, like, look at Vrabel's speed is 72. Which, that does seem like the type of speed for a dude that makes up for it by having gigantic nuts. As that's just been his motto ever since he just retired. It's just, talk about just, like, squeezing your balls and going into battle. That sounds like Mike Vrabel. Quarterback. Don't need a fullback for a while. Maybe another wide receiver. Do we go with another wide receiver right here? Because you don't want to get stuck with a dude who's this Bradford dude. I mean, look at that speed there. Jumping's alright. We can make his catching better. But you know what? Screw it. 94 speed, that's just it's hard to pass on. Especially when he's 6'1". Look at it, there we go. So, drafted him. Solid option right there. My boy Sherbet. Ooh, Jeremy Shockey or Todd Heap? Y'all to see. We're not going with Shannon Sharp. Sorry. Sorry, Skip. Not going with him. Yeah, Bubba Frank's right here, but some of these tight ends I think it'd actually be best, dude, if I do live streams. It takes so much more time, in my opinion, to go ahead and do all this other shit. Randy McMichael. This dude seems fun to play with. His catching's not amazing, but also, too, you can't go wrong with the likes of a Todd Heap and a Jeremy Shaw. You really can't. Yeah, it's editing a lot of shit. It's editing a lot of shit. Do we go with Todd Heap on this one? I mean, shit. Alright, y'all decide. I think now's the time to do it. Between one of these top tight ends right here. Do we go with Jeremy Shockey, who, I mean, in my opinion, is just an absolute boss out of Miami? Or do we do Todd Heap, who's out of Arizona State? Ooh, that man had a great career for the Baltimore Ravens. Should we just go with Todd Heap just for someone new? Or do we go with Jeremy Shockey because Jeremy Shockey is a boss? And his stamina's sick. His injury's better. Yeah, let's see. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Shocker, dude. And then, dude, Griffin's still there. Haven't gotten outside linebacker. Gonna do it now. Bam! We're gonna pick the center who should have been on the first Modelo commercial for the NFL, in my humble opinion. Some pretty good fullbacks right here. Him. Do we go with an outside linebacker? Do we do Donnie Jones with the travel channel? Donnie Jones with the travel channel. I'll be damned. We already got our center. This is a solid offensive line. We still need a right tackle, and I think that guy should be available. One of these two. Damn. Maybe we did pick Shockey a little bit too early. Whatever, though. It is what it is, right? Maybe we just jump on one of these dudes. We'll get Donnie Jones. He's way better. See what kind of fullback may be available for this round. Still available. Maybe we just go with Cornelius Griffin. Now we're starting to round it out. Just like the draft gets better. Over time, with speeding things up and whatnot, we're going to take this nice fullback. Not give a shit about that. Maybe right here. Maybe. Yeah, we'll get Randall. We're just going to start. Dude, Slip, I swear though, can you actually do that in Madden 2004? I've done that before. Like, I know, should I have gotten Mike Allscott? I don't know, man. I just don't know. But, I mean, should I? I'm pretty sure in Madden 2004 you cannot edit a player's position. I fucking wish. Really fucking wish that were the case. But I just don't know. Just don't know. Wong. Him. Or Brandon Short looks like he's faster, but I imagine his awareness and his tackling, I bet, is worse. Go, or will it be the Wong choice? Don't remember if you. I do know for sure, though, you can definitely edit positions, maybe starting in Madden 06. But I know for sure. We can test it after this draft is over with. But I am like almost certain that that's just not the case, unfortunately. I don't really. Y'all really care about getting sick ass punters or something? Might be something to actually help this on the staff. But should we go with? Is this Chris Hansen? Oh my God, we got to do. Is a good point though about 3 centers instead of 2. Because a lot of times too, those centers actually are rated well for switching up positions. Alright, so let's see here. We got Akeem. This man can actually serve for a couple clutch catches in the middle of the field, and he's amazing at returning the ball. So we got that. Alright, we'll go with Kelly. Yeah, let's go with Hakeem in just a sec. I think there'll be Hakeem. Oh, we'll see about that. Oh, what do you say about that, sir? Damn it. Told you. I told you. Told you this shit wouldn't be available. We're not going with Jay Feely. I don't give a shit about Fox Sideline. Kicker reporter. Kicker reporter. Think of the world we've gone to. We've come to. A fucking kicker reporter. Look at that face. That is a punchable face. Not doing it. Not doing it. But I will go with Longwell. Let's go with Longwell on this one. Before, the rest of the trusty kickers go. Now it's time to start looking for... do we just bolster up? Let's get the Tony Robbins. We'll bolster that up. And then from there, we can start looking for now the draft is starting to speed up, thank God. And turns out we did a good job right there of picking a nice D-tackle before they all got swept up. A couple of these dudes right here. Maybe awareness is going to make a difference. Acceleration is not all too well. Pick him. Mr. Cousin. Then you don't really need to pick. Maybe a nice backup. James White. Mel Hill. Ooh, look at this speedster right here. This guy looks like an absolute ball. He's catching shit though. Come on. Look at this first round pick. Never heard of that guy ever again. Never. Acceleration is sick though. Broken tackle, not very good. Y'all want that Doug Flutie action? Buckhalter. Ooh, Brian Westbrook. Or Dominic Rhodes. See, they probably saw a lot of Marshall Faulk in this dude, but I'd imagine what. Also, Slip, that was a nice ass fact drop right there. That was a cool little stat. I had no clue about that, and it totally lines up. 2003, 3 years ago, first round pick. Ooh, Angelo Adams. Should we go? Let's see if we can find Hakeem it is. Apparently so. I'll take this man's word for it. Oh, did they take Doug Flutie from us? They did. They fucking took him, dude. They took the flute away from us, dude. Look at this young man. Bolster up any tired players in the back. I guess we'll do the exact opposite, right? End up drafting higher up. Kind of like, just like we do the snake draft. The players that we pick that will be the shittiest on our team. We should probably just wrap around and get those teams. So, for instance, if we waited last minute for some of these dudes. Oh my god, I still don't have a left end. Jesus. Strength 76. Tackle. Awareness is not amazing. It's not amazing at all. But I guess what? We should go for it. Ooh, it's Brian. No, did I just drag out? Yep, 2 right ends. Whatever, we'll go with it. Jesus, look at this shit. Yo, Angelo though. Bro, I will help you out. I don't know. There are a decent amount of like forums and stuff like that for NCAA 06 when doing those games. Overall right now, it's just I don't really have the most experience when it comes to building an NCAA roster that isn't just downloading the geniuses that put together the NCAA 2014 one year in and year out. Usually the experience I've had with it. You get a really good run blocking type. I mean, right? Mr. Sloan, 75 overall. No, don't get Madden 2000. Don't get Madden 23. Come on. Michael Jenkins. Doug Johnson. That was a fucking Q-tip. No, it's Marte. Marte, dude. Welcome to the Marte. Oh, man. Here, maybe a couple other dudes. Up and around. One last dude. Mr. Batch. Charlie Batch. Ooh, drafting the wrong, or trading for an Adrian Peterson in fantasy. Ooh, Kevin Falk, Sammy Morris. There's some names on here, man. Need to grab one dude. A dude that has decent stats, right? Kevin Falk can catch the ball. Broken tackle is not all too amazing. We'll get Mr. Price. And then we gonna simulate this draft, see how that goes, and whatnot. And then we'll take a gander at this team one last time. And we should be good to start her off. Kick her off. Should be nice. Should be good. Y'all leave a like and whatnot. I don't think it really matters. I do appreciate the likes. But y'all leave a like or whatnot. We can get back to it. Happens at least once again. Oh yeah. We've had dudes try to pull that before, but it gets reversed in fantasy football leagues, which is kind of a shame. But at the same time, too, what a drastic difference that would make to trade whatever players you'd want to trade for an Adrian Peterson. But, yeah, that'd be nice. And let's take a look. Summary, just do take a look at the rosters. So, not a bad team from the top. I mean, you got Chris Hansen right here. At the same time, I mean, yeah, let's get the, it's about an hour or two. I'm gonna hit the fucking hay though. I'll definitely work on this at some point tomorrow maybe, but yeah, Travis Henry. That guy actually seems like a decent backup right here. His agility's not amazing, but for a dude you get later on, I mean, his catching's not bad, his carrying's not bad, he's got good strength. Well, not really good strength. Oh, Yusuf Smith, dude. Oh, what a name. We got this guy right here. Does he look like a school shooter? Yes. But does it seem that if he may just be extremely loyal to us and he'd fight in our corner? You're damn right. And because of it, I'm very happy. Dude, this motley crew, it's going to be nuts. I got to build this guy's catching for sure. We don't really do much with Akeem. He'll be running around the middle of the field, but look at this. 94 speed at 6'1". We got a really solid team if I can help this guy's receiving, because his catching is good. His awareness, it's not all too amazing. His agility's not all too amazing. But hey, we have this man. He's hot. Jeremy Shockey. Are you saying Jeremy Shockey is an attractive guy? No. Jeremy Shockey looks like the minion dudes that were thumbs in Spy Kids 1. Right, look at that face. Trey Thomas looks like he's about to kick your ass and become your father figure. He looks like he'd be there in your corner if you ever did anything wrong. And is there a better way to describe a left tackle a star left tackle? No, there's not. No, there is not. You got this guy right here, looking like Mark McGuire's fat twin. He's 6'6", 307. Jeez, that's a big offensive line. This guy's the Modelo commercial dude. He should have been the first one from Modelo commercials. Randy Thomas looks like, he's borderline special ed, but at the same time, like, he's a hell of a football player and very athletic. Greg Randall looks, well, he just looks like a dude with the last name Randall. Kavika Pittman, though, this dude's huge. Maybe we do something to make him better and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I know Robert Garza's in the Modelo commercials. I just know that it should have been Olin as the first dude in the commercials. It should have been him in the first commercials. I know for sure Robert Garza was, for sure. I do know that. John Abraham, he is our first pick in this draft. Hopefully we get ourselves one absolute stud. And I think we did get ourselves a stud. Great toughness, great stamina. Impact is amazing. Cornelius Griffin's there. Tony Robbins. And Larry Chester, the molester. A unibrow for who? For who? Oh, dude, that does look like a unibrow. But I think also, too, his forehead ridge is just that severe. EDP. We got Brandon Short and Kaylee Wong. London Fletcher's right there. Look at that smile, man. Him and Zach Thomas are just a treasure. 5'9". 5'9", 250 pounds. Dude's just absolutely, he's not even like jacked or anything by any standard. But the dude's just amazing. Just amazing. 150 tackles pretty much last season. So dude's a treat. Sean Spriggs. You got Dre Bly. You got Kissin Terry Cousin. And Roy Williams. Adrian Wilson. Ryan Longwell. That dude is the type of dude to go panty rating. And then, oh yeah, Roy Williams, pearly whites, dude. Yeah. Roy Williams, dude. Especially like just like the contrast between his teeth and his skin color. Beautiful smile. Beautiful smile. And that's the kind of look you're going to get. You're going to see those pearly whites and it's going to blind you before you get absolutely shit on. Adrian Wilson. But yeah, that's the team, fellas. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we get like a 1,500-yard season out of Travis Henry. Not expecting too much out of Hasselbeck. But if that defense can hold up pretty well, looks like a good overall team right here. As always, fellas, y'all take it easy. Thanks a bunch for watching this. I had a ton of fun doing this. It was fun to do this on the fly and stuff like that. Honestly, just doing these live things, and even if I don't record some of this shit, if y'all want me to just start a random series where we're just doing these Madden games, ooh, Krutz is a prime. Oh yeah, let's try that real quick. Information. You see, dude? Yeah, let me show this real quick. Right here. It says I just can't move him, dude. It sucks. But mind you, though, you can move it. I mean, you can move him to... We can go to depth chart. We can see. Yeah, I mean, definitely a prime target for. I mean, at that point too, you might as well get 2 really top centers. If you miss out on these dudes, you get an 86 over and an extra center in free agency. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I used to do that with LeVar Arrington. Get him in like Madden 08 when he was when he definitely when LeVar, like, look at this shit. When LeVar Arrington was like top of game. No, not free agency. There we go. LeVar Arrington. I changed the name, but he used to just be linebacker 56. Yeah, Madden streams would be pretty cool. I mean, we just do these fantasy drafts with these old Maddens. It'd be interesting to see if we could do that with Madden 2003. That would be nuts. But LeVar Arrington used to be like, what? He fell off, right? He went to Penn State, absolute beast at Penn State. But then in Madden 08, always switched him to edge all the time. Yes, agreed. Switch him to DN, dude's a beast. Dude is a beast at DN. Absolute beast. He's part of that fucking crazy Madden 08 team that I drafted with Mike Vick and stuff and Randy Moss and company. It's fun. Alright, fellas, I'm going to bed. I look forward to playing with this team big time. And, yeah. Y'all just, let me know what Madden to do or something like that. Before I go, what's like a good Madden that we could do a fantasy draft on? Before I go. Like for the next time and stuff like that. Just so I could look back at this and like archive and like see what to do about it. Because it'd be pretty sick to pull that off. Just do a couple of these like even newer Mads and stuff. The likes of like Madden NFL 12 and shit like that. And see what kind of crazy draft we can do. 07? Okay, I'm down for 07. 07. And then we can talk about the next one after that. Alright, fellas, y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good one. Glad y'all enjoyed it. Again, if anybody's trying to work on those rosters, Angelo, I'll try my best to help you out with that. I don't know too much about